G'day guys, Dizzy Dave coming at you once again from Down Under. Welcome to another installation of my Blu-ray collection videos. Today we are taking a look at some of my unwatched movies. Of course, we split this video in half, and I've already put up a video of the more modern titles. Let's get into the older stuff. There's quite a bit of these too. Let's get into it. Okay, now let's get into my collection of older unwatched titles. 9 Songs, 300, Absolute Power, More American Graffiti. The first one is one of my favorite movies. I just never got around to watching the sequel. Apparently it's just crap. Amistad, Backdraft, Batteries Not Included, Becoming Jane, Behind Enemy Lines, Beyond a Reasonable Doubt, Big Trouble in Little China, Billy Elliot, Black Rain, Bloodwork, Blowout, Body Double, Body Heat, The Bodyguard, Born on the 4th of July, Bottle Rocket, Brazil, Breaker Morant, an Aussie movie I am ashamed to say I haven't watched yet. Brokeback Mountain, Broken Arrow, Brooklyn's Finest, Catch and Release, Cellular, The Client, Cliffhanger, Closed Circuit, Chain Reaction, Chariots of Fire, Chicago, Chocolat, Christine, City of Angels, Cobra, Commando, Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer, The Conversation, Dances with Wolves, the director's cut. I've seen the theatrical cut. Yeah, I didn't enjoy it too much, so I don't know why I'd put myself through the director's cut, but there it is. Dangerous Liaisons, Dazed and Confused, Days of Thunder, Dead Man, Deep Impact, Deep Blue Sea, Demolition Man, Dirty Dancing, Disclosure, Dragnet, Dreamcatcher, Dressed to Kill, Clint Eastwood Collection, Firefox and Heartbreak Ridge, Empire of the Sun, The English Patient, Entrapment, Eraser, Erin Brockovich, Escape from LA. I've got Escape from New York in my watched collection, I love it. Event Horizon, FX, Far and Away, Fear City, Fierce Creatures, Firestarter, Footloose, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein with Robert De Niro. It looks interesting. Fright Night, the original. I really enjoyed the remake. The Frighteners, Full Metal Jacket. Don't know how I've never watched this. Gandhi, Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, The Great Outdoors, The Gremlins Collection, Gremlins and Gremlins 2, The New Batch, Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men, Hamburger Hill, Hamlet, Kenneth Branagh's version in this nice digibook, Hamlet, the Mel Gibson version, Hoffa, Hoosiers, also known as The Big Shot in the UK and Australia. House Sitter, I'm actually not too sure if I might have watched this years ago, but I gotta watch it again just to make sure. Howard the Duck, I turned this off after 5 minutes. Awful, awful. Yes, it really is that awful. I know you've heard horror stories about it's that bad. The Hudsucker Proxy, I Know What You Did Last Summer and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Overboard, In the Line of Fire, In the Name of the Father, Internal Affairs, The Island, Stephen King's It in this cool steelbook. Ooh. Jobs, Just Cause, Karate Kid, Karate Kid 2, Karate Kid the Remake, The Killing Fields, Killer Elite, King of New York, Kiss the Girls, and its sequel Along Came a Spider. Last Action Hero, The Last Emperor, The Last of the Mohicans, The Last Temptation of Christ, Legends of the Fall, Little Shop of Horrors. Howard Ashman and Alan Menken did the music to this. I didn't know until recently, so I have to check this out. Lock Up, Mad Max, Mad Max 2 The Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, again another series of Aussie films I'm ashamed to say I have never watched. Maid of Honor, Malcolm X, Memphis Belle, The Mission, Mona Lisa Smile, Much Ado About Nothing, The Mummy, I have watched that, The Mummy Returns, haven't watched that, Murder in the First, Muriel's Wedding, another Aussie movie I just haven't watched, My Left Foot, The Naked Gun, I've watched this one, The Naked Gun 2.5, The Smell of Fear, The Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult, No Reservations, Nurse 3D, An Officer and a Gentleman, One Chance, Outbreak, Paycheck, The Peacemaker, The People vs. Larry Flint, Pet Sematary, Pie, The Piano, Piranha 3D, I actually watched this, it was a bit of fun. Piranha 3 Double D, just haven't got around to it yet. Point Break, The Postman, Precious, The Adventures of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, another Aussie movie, ashamed to say I haven't watched. Red Riding Hood, Reds, The Remains of the Day, The Right Stuff, RoboCop, RoboCop the Remake, Runaway Bride, Runaway Jury, The Hunt for Red October, The Sum of All Fears. I have the other Jack Ryan movies in my collection which I've watched and I love. Don't know how these two escaped me. Scent of a Woman, Sea of Love, Seeking Justice, 7 Years in Tibet, Shame, Showgirls, Speed, Sphere, Sightseers, Red Dragon, Hannibal, Silence of the Lambs. I've watched this one, just not the other two films. Rising Sun, Sling Blade, Space Cowboys, Stardust and the Spiderwick Chronicles. Stardust I've watched, it's amazing, you gotta watch it. Striptease, This Boy's Life, The Thomas Crown Affair, Tigerland, To Be or Not to Be, Tremors, US Marshals. Not too many people know that this is the sequel to The Fugitive. Tommy Lee Jones plays the same character. Harrison Ford's not in it. Unfaithful, Vanilla Sky, Varsity Blues, Virtuosity, Waterworld. I just bought it to see how bad it is. Weird Science. How have I never watched that? What Women Want. I reckon I watched this a long time ago, maybe when it first came out, but I gotta do a rewatch. With Nail and I, The Wolfman, and Working Girl. Whew. And that concludes my video of unwatched older titles. Again, I am reminded of how much I have left to watch and how little time there is in our lives. Okay, thank you once again for joining me today. If you're a first-time viewer of my channel and you've enjoyed this video, why haven't you watched the first part? Why haven't you watched any of the other videos? Go ahead and watch them. There'll be a couple of links at the end of this video for you to check out some of the older Blu-ray collection videos. And if you want to keep up to date with all my Blu-ray update videos and all that kind of stuff, please, after the jump, do me a big solid and hit subscribe. To all my regular viewers out there, thank you once again for joining me. To absolutely everybody out there, I hope I'll see you again soon. Until next time though, guys, take care and I hope you have a magical day.